Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning in to this lesson, Complex Circle Problems Part 2. And guess what? We have a Part 3, okay? So, in the problem we did yesterday, one of the things I said is you have to identify all the arcs around the circle, okay? That's the first thing, because that's going to enable you to determine the measures of all the angles that you're asked to do, okay? So if you look at this circle, you have an arc of 100 degrees at 70 and at 80. You've got to figure out arc BC. So if you take 360 and subtract 100 and 70 and 80, it leaves you with 110 degrees. Oh, by the way, I ordered a new stylus on Amazon, and hopefully it'll show up in the next day or two, because I guess the stylus I have is kind of wearing out. Anyway, all right, so now we have all the arcs. The next thing you have to do is you're asked to find measure of angle BAC. So you've got to look at angle BAC and figure out how was that angle formed. Well, the vertex is A up here, and it's formed by two secants, BA and CA, intersecting outside the circle, okay? So when you have an angle that's formed by two secants intersecting, the measure of that angle is the large arc down here at 110 minus the small arc at 70, and then divide by 2. So 110 minus 70 is 40, divide by 2. So angle A is 20 degrees. Angle BAC is 20. All right, angle BDC. BDC is here. If you look at angle BDC, it's an inscribed angle. Inscribed angle is half the arc. I'm not going to solve it. You're going to. So what we're going to look at is all the things that you need to do to be able to solve the problem. So let me get rid of my marks on there. And now angle CFE. CFE is this angle here. If you look at that and look at the bigger picture, CFE is formed by two chords intersecting in the circle. So the angle that we're looking for is this one, CFE. I just put a red dot there, okay? But we know that it's going to be the same measure as the one across from it, the vertical angle there. Come on. Okay. And the measure of an angle formed by two chords intersecting inside the circle. That's the exception to the rule. You add the arcs of 80 and 100, divide by 2. Now let's look at angle GCE. Erase this again. GCE. GCE is down here. You have this tangent. CE is a chord. An angle formed by a tangent and a chord. At the point of tangency, point C is where the tangent touches the circle. It's half of the arc. All right, so I'm going to let you solve those. Now let's look at angle AEB. Angle AEB, this is an interesting one. Angle AEB. Okay. That's an angle formed by a secant and a chord, and we've got no way to measure that angle. So now you've got to look and say, okay, say to yourself, self, what can I do? Let's take a look at this. If we look at this, is a triangle, is it not? Come on. All right, triangle ABE. Well, in part A, we found out that that angle was 20 up here. Well, pretend it's 20. It's right here. And then the other angle in this triangle is angle ABE right here. And that angle, the vertex is here. It's an inscribed angle. Well, you can figure out the measure of that angle. And now you know that's 20. And when you add that to it, subtract from 180, then you'll have the measure of angle AEB. There's another way to get angle AEB. It's not the only way to have gotten that angle. If you look, angle AEB, let me get a different color here, is supplementary. It forms a linear pair to the angle I just marked in purple. So angle BEC is an inscribed angle. It's half the arc. So once you figure out that, you subtract from 180 and you get that one. So there's two ways to get the right answer to that. I'm going to leave you to do that. I'm also going to leave you to do number 2. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope everybody's doing okay. I know it's tough. Can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. I hope you're doing some fun things when you're home. I guess that's it. This lesson was brought to you directly from my dining room table, as all the other lessons were. So take care, and hopefully we'll see each other soon. There will be extra help tomorrow at 2 o'clock. I already sent the email to check your school Gmail account to tune in to extra help at 2 on Google Meet. You can also, if you don't need extra help and you want to come in and socialize and say hello, that would be okay too. All right, bye-bye.